My name is Kiran Makkar, and today I am going to discuss with you a graph which has been seen in the past in the academic IELTS writing test. The table below shows the percentage government spent on education and training and the participation of 18 to 24-year-olds in education and training in 5 countries in 2002. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So this is a graph which I especially sat down with my students and wrote together with them, keeping in mind the very average students and how they have to be taught how to make sentences, how to write the intro, and how to use the language of comparison, how to show the range of grammar. It may not be a very high scoring graph because it has been written with the average student in mind, but it will surely teach you uh, how to make sentences and will be especially helpful to those who find graph writing very intimidating. These are the 5 countries. This is the expenditure rate. This is the participation rate. So in the answer sheet, your graph will not be below. So I tell my students to write the given table instead of the table below. The given table, instead of the word shows here, illustrates the percentage government spent, the expenditure done by government. So expenditure word has been taken from the graph on education and training, and the involvement of students. Participation is involvement of students between 18 and 25 years uh, in education and training in 5 countries in the year 2002. So this I can put within the brackets because this is without this the sentence will still make sense, and it is clear that the expenditure done by the governments of the 5 countries is not proportional to the participation of the students. Now see here, this is the expenditure done. This is 5%. The participation is much more. You can see here the expenditure is the maximum. The participation is still 40%. So there is no relation between the expenditure done and the participation. So I've written that expenditure done by the governments is not proportional to the participation. Now this second sentence of the intro has to be an overview sentence. It has to show the gist of the table. Don't just pick up one point and write that. And ideally the introduction should be 2 sentences. The Polish government spent the least on education and training. Now here the Polish government, Poland, so the nationality is Polish. The Polish government spent the least. See the least. We've used the superlative form of adjective, and in brackets I've written 5%. By contrast, the Slovenian government spent 5 times more on education and training. So by contrast, the Slovenian government spent 5 times more on education and training. So this is 5. This is 25. So here I've used the language of again the language of comparison, but I've used the comparative form more. The governments of Czech Republic and Romania spent almost similar amount, 9 and 10%, whereas the Hungarian government spent 13% on education and training. So here these Czech Republic, the government of Czech Republic and Romanian government spent almost similar amount, and Hungarian government spent 13%. As far as the participation of the 18 to 24-year-olds is concerned, see, note year-olds. See, it's not years old, it's year-olds. It's a way to write the age group. The country which spent the least had the maximum participation. Here you can see the country which spent the least had the maximum participation. 44% Polish youngsters participated, whereas 40% Slovenian students participated in education and training. The percentage of Hungarian, Romanian and Czechoslovakian students who participated in education and training was 34, 23 and 27 respectively. Here I have taught the use of respectively. You give 3 figures of this and 3 figures of this, or you write 3 countries and give 3 figures, and then it is understood that the first figure matches with the first country, the second is with the second country, and the third is with the third country. So there you use the word respectively. This word is also wrongly used by many students when they write the graphs. They just put in the word even if there is no such relation between the two sets. Overall, the highest discrepancy in the expenditure done by the government and participation of 18 to 24-year age group on education and training can be seen in Poland in 2002. So highest discrepancy is the highest difference. So here it's the highest difference. It's a 5% expenditure, 44% participation. In no other country the difference is that pronounced. So this is the graph. I hope you've liked it. Please don't forget to click on the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more such graphs. Thank you.